At Minnesota, they have everything from a Heisman to a Nagurski in their rich legacy. And today in Minneapolis, the Golden Gophers hope to add another memorable chapter. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see, the Astronauts taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Golden Gophers will boot it away to start the game. On the move from inside his own 20. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. The Astronauts offense is on the field for the first time today. And here comes the quarterback, and one thing you know for sure, with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
And here comes the offense on second down. On the option. Running with power. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. The offense lining up for a first down play. On the option. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. They'll run the option. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take two plays to get the first. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. The Astronauts are on the move. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just... Get back to where he started. As college football evolves, guys, and players have more rights and they capitalize on name, image, and likeness, and teams are in different conferences, maybe the biggest thing and the thing that keeps coaches up at night, dealing with the transfer portal.
Because they got to make sure that everybody in their locker room is happy. Oftentimes, you're re-recruiting your own players and trying to keep the wolves at bay, and the phone calls that are coming in from other programs trying to steal your guys. It is not easy. Probably as difficult as it's ever been, David, to be a head coach now with the transfer portal.
It is, and think about players, man. If I'm not happy, if I'm not getting the run I want, like, I can just leave. I can go somewhere else, and I can get paid by another opportunity. So I think players always having their eyes to that portal, looking at a better destination, makes it miserable for coaches.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. 10th play of the drive coming up, but this time a chance for the defense to get off the field on third and long. It's complete to the left. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. It is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Golden Gophers offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. At the 45, on its way. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way.
Touchdown, Minnesota! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who can score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. He'll ride his man on the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Goes to the option. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Here on 3rd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding, offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. Snaps it in the shotgun. Fires left. He makes a catch. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Just outside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. They'll try the right side. Pulled down after a pickup of 6, but he gets it inside the red zone. It's down at the 15. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Got enough space. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. That's caught. It's Spencer. And without that spin move, I'm not sure he would have gone very far at all, but a solid pickup on the play. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Got his man quickly. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And they swarm him under. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Slams ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
One thing this team has shown really this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
They'll try to tack 1 more on their score. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Michigan is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed big house, but the Maize and Blue have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 10 over Texas. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. 1st down here for the offense. Using his legs, it's made. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
They'll run the option. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. And the Astronauts line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got great speed. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Minnesota. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. On 1st down, here comes this offense. On the option. He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Got the quick pass. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. He's looking to throw. And that pass intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You can tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Give to the running back. And the Golden Gophers are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Looking to move it through the air. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers.
What a throw by the QB. You think about it, you don't have much space near the sideline, and he put that thing right on the outside of the sideline where his receiver could go make a play. Not only does he make the play, I'm pretty sure he got a foot in bounds, and that's a great touchdown catch. What a playmaker.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back goes in motion. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. The Astronauts send out the punt unit. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And the returner will be knocked down. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominated at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Makes the grab. It's Taylor. Touchdown, Minnesota! What a grab and go for the score.
Yeah, and he did a really good job selling this, dropping back to pass, waiting a little bit of time, and giving his running back a chance to run down the field. He runs the real route. He's open, throws a strike, gets in for the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. On second down, just keeps firing. Grabbed over the middle, it's Matthews. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. He's going to pass. It's complete to the right.
Hey, listen, as a receiver, you're running that hitch route against man coverage. You can't loaf on it, right? I know it's just a little short throw, but you've got to make the defender think you might be going deep. So a nice job not just taking it easy on the play. He put his foot in the ground, he drove back to the ball, and made it easy on his quarterback.
Getting some heat. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Astronauts will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the returner will be dragged down. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Inside a half-minute to play. Would they dare go for a score here? He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's York. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. You've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Grabs it inside the 15. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Astronauts!
Number 17.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll start this drive with a pass. He uncorks one deep. Pulls it in on the right. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He'll need to put some leg in this one, a 52-yard attempt and just the right finesse to get it in from the right. Splits the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that one down a little further. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Minneapolis when that town is buzzing as it is today. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at the bank there in the Twin Cities.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We're ready to get it started here in the second half. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They'll start this third quarter with a run. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man to the left. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. To the ground with the back. Spins away from the defender. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Gets it out quickly. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. They've run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And the pummeling has started.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Kent State is currently ahead inside a jam-packed Dick's Stadium, but the Golden Flashes have not been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by a field goal over the Astronauts. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Now on the option. They could have used a little bit more there. Pickup of 3. It's 3rd and 7. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Extending the play. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Astronauts will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone. He's loose. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice.
Touchdown, Minnesota! And the route is on. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he makes the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
52, Astronauts, 10.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Here comes the option. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Offense gets set for 2nd down. The option look. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? On the option. He'll pull it on the read. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Astronauts will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Running it back, it's Spencer. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Pulls it in inside the 10. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And the beatdown has ensued.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. On the option. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Got room on the return. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Minnesota! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll run the option. He'll do it himself. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. He'll come out throwing on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
Fires to the middle. Picked off. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Line gets set, first down. The give to the tailback. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll try it again. Obliterates him, still on the move. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And the punishment has been extended.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The offense set for a first down play. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. He's looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Schwartz. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Off play action. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Now adjusting. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. He's looking downfield to throw. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Still on his feet at the 45. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here tonight.
The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient, and when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that. It runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Taylor has it. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Bully ball on 3rd and short. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got a man, it's Moore. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Powers through. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They'll throw it from the red zone. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. They're bringing heat. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. They'll send out the kicker here. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. He got it. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The run to the right. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give to the single back. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this.